The following show is about a fake GOAT debate. Although there is no actual award for being the GOAT, the views expressed have been known to make basketball fans and haters get extremely emotional. It contains strong language and content. Viewer discretion is advised.
What it do? This your boy Mikey Justice, and this episode 10 of Everybody Don't Hate LeBron. And this about to jump off now. Man, he be flopping.
Man, he a loser.
Man, he be stat padding.
Man, he ain't a good teammate.
Man, 20-time All-Star.
Man, he only playing so he can catch
MVP,
Jordan.
4-time finals MVP.
Man, he ain't never won no
championship with every team he's
You
been
want to
on.
talk basketball? Then let's talk basketball.
Man, I think you hate LeBron James.
Everybody hates LeBron James.
LeBron James.
What it do, everybody? This is episode 10 of Everybody Don't Hate LeBron James. I'm your boy Mikey Justice, and on the ones and twos is my main man Phil. What it do?
Ain't nothing. What's up, everybody?
All right. Tonight, man, we're going to see what your boy Stephen A. talking about because he can't let this thing go.
Right.
We're going to break down whether or not Carmelo was robbed of the Rookie of the Year by LeBron.
All right.
And we just going to check out a few more things. It's everything LeBron.
Yes, sir.
And it's going down now. First thing, man, your boy Stephen A, man. He just can't leave this thing alone, man, with him and LeBron. Like I said, he like a lot of people I know gonna be looking for some looking to get back something he ain't never gonna get back, man.
Right.
Think it took a chunk out, my man. He feeling some type of way. I'm seeing videos where he talking about if somebody would have stepped to him, he would have punched him and all this.
Yeah,
Actually seen one when he was doing some type of boxing. It looked like AI to me.
Yeah.
Looked at hella corny. They was like, man, if he throw that old slow punch, boy, he gonna get the hell knocked out of him.
Right. I hope it was AI.
Man, hey,
If that's your man's for real, it's going down.
well, I'll do my parody of it for next show and show y'all what I think would happen if a fight between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron was ever to go down. Man, I'll be looking at my boy sometime when they be showing them pictures of when he's supposed to play basketball. Stephen A., when they said he averaged like 1.5 a game and everything,
Yeah.
dude kind of looked like the count or something back then. You ever seen the pictures? And then I'll be looking at him, I say, like count off of Sesame Street. Hey, look, I say, look, check them out if you some of them pictures. We'll put them up for the next show.
Right.
Then I got to really looking at my man. I was like, no, in a way, he kind of looked like Will Chamberlain. They said dude had slept with like 60,000 women. Hey, I know you got some kids out here somewhere, bro. If you breaking out people like that.
Right.
I got to thinking about it. I was like, maybe that's why he think he could play basketball, man. I think Stephen A. one of the Will Chamberlain kids.
He
man.
might be. Hey, we need to check that out.
Hey.
Let's verify to you. Can you verify that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna do some fact checking around here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a couple of videos, man. Well, at least one I know where Stephen A, talking the talk. But we'll see, man. If he able to walk that walk. I think he should just leave it alone at this point. He said he was saying, he wasn't going to address it like this, or he wasn't going to say nothing, and that's what's rubbing people the wrong way because he keep on saying how he took the high road, he being a professional, but you steady talking about it.
Yeah.
He done got into it with Draymond Green and a few other people over the situation. I don't know, man, but I don't really think it was that serious. I think it would have did both of them some good to just acknowledge what it was. He respect what dude had to say, leave it alone, and move on.
Yeah.
But
but he trying to capitalize.
He is. It looked like it to me, man. And to me, that was what created the beef. I think it was like they just say on the Boondocks, keeping it real going wrong.
Right.
I think he was trying to, do like everybody else, hop on their hate LeBron bandwagon, get a bunch of likes and clicks. And just like RG3 and some other people are going to try to, break down and make sense like why LeBron had to beef with Stephen A. I think is exactly you know what I said, like keeping it real went wrong. I think he was going to try to take advantage of the opportunity and didn't think that it would affect LeBron the way it did. But when you use those choice words and being such an experienced reporter, I don't think he should have used those words, and it definitely triggered something between them. And he's steady acting like he don't understand why it went that way.
Oh, I'm so innocent. And
you did do your job, you know, as far as, you know, critiquing Bronny and talking about basketball and all of that, but keeping it 100, man, it was definitely some hate in there. And when you watch the videos and everything else, you know, like I was going to show one today where he say, I got some stuff about him that can't be defended or denied and this and that. Once again, you still not keeping it basketball. That's some little girl stuff. Oh, I got some stuff that I know on him or this and that. It means absolutely nothing, because if you felt like it was detrimental to the world and it was something that they really should know or needed to know, then you would have said something.
Why
you wouldn't hold it as blackmail as soon as he pissed you off or something don't go your way. Oh, I got something against you. That's like the chick that give her boyfriend the naked picture. Now he mad at her. Now he out there putting it on the internet, airing her out. Well, you suck my. Well, you do. You know all that old messy stuff. You getting messy, Stephen. You act like a little kid, man. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna show that first video of Stephen A, man, because everybody wanna always jump on LeBron on his case, and he doing too much and it's his fault and he shouldn't have said this about his son, like we expressed in the other videos with Draymond Green and all of them, man. Stop the hating, put your parent cap on and get real with it. There's nothing wrong with a parent pushing their kid to do great things. And like I said on other episodes, man, I had people actually challenging me like, this the person you want your kids to look after. Come on, man. Like I said, if you pull up the social media every day, you're gonna see something with people starving children, beating them, molesting them, and all that. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think teaching your kid the game of basketball is nowhere close to being as raunchy or bad as some of those situations. So if that's the case, then I'll just be wrong, bro. It's just way worse stuff I feel you could be doing to your children than teaching them how to make millions of dollars playing basketball.
Such a horrible parent.
But if you got the clip queued up, man, we'll go ahead and roll it. It is Stephen A. Smith throwing some more fuel on the fire, and to me, keeping that little beef going back and forth with him and LeBron. Roll it.
Scaring me. Ain't nobody shivering this way. I don't care what he feels or what he has to say. I stand by the things that I said. I have never, ever going after somebody's family, and I would never do that. And he is creating this narrative because he can't accept the fact that I won't kiss the ring and acknowledge him as the greatest ever. Why? Because he is not. He had to learn to win. His heart got snatched right out of his chest in an NBA Finals series against the Dallas Mavericks in 2011 when he went four straight fourth quarters. He averaged 2.2 points per quarter. 2 of those games, he didn't even score a point. 1 of those games, he didn't even attempt a field goal in the fourth quarter. That's a go? Maybe it is to somebody else. It's not to me.
Okay. Well, to start, man, this is my first issue with what he said. When LeBron played against Dallas in 2011, he was still early in his career. That would be a person that got drafted in 2003, this 2011. So we would say that that's 8 seasons. Michael Jordan got drafted in 1984, won his first championship against the Lakers in 1991. So that would still be 7 years. Once again, 4 is not that far from 6. 7 not that far from 8. Took Michael Jordan 7 years to get his first championship. Took LeBron, didn't take him 8. Well, he didn't even, 8. Well, that wasn't even when he won his first championship. That was one of his second finals loss. He had already been, because it only took LeBron 4 years. Remember, he went with 2007, and everybody talking about he joined super teams. He do this and that. Like we said, if the team that he joined was super, then they should still be super after he left. They show where a lot of those teams went all the way down to turn just straight lottery teams, bottom of the barrel. So once again, kill the false narrative. He don't go to super teams. If the team ain't super till LeBron James get there, then he makes super team. But anyway, man, what you think about that argument about them steady saying he only scored so many points? That was the very first year that he went to Miami when they lost to Dallas. You know, people don't give them credit for that. They played for 4 straight championships. You hear me?
Yeah.
So how much does that fall into when LeBron say not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4?
Right.
I mean, come on, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
That means you're the second best team in the league with a few twerks here and there. Even if you holding up Eastern or Western Conference championship trophy, you hear me?
Yeah.
You played for a championship. That means you are
had to get there.
1 or 2 best team in the league. So how stupid would they be looking? Would they be eating a bunch of if they did win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4? You hear me?
Yeah, it always be something because then they'll come with the super team narrative. Yeah, you went joined up with your buddies. If Jordan had a win with his draft class.
Well, that's another problem that I be having about them saying all the bull crap. Oh, he jumped ship on them. He left. He said not 1, not 2. I mean, going there 4 times in a row, bro. He holding that receipt a little bit. You hear me? How many times did he got to do it to start making it believable? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People after Patrick Mahomes won his second Super Bowl, they was ready talking about he finna catch Tom Brady. I'm like, he got to go to 8 more of them, and he got to still win 5. That's a tall task. You hear me?
Yeah.
But why it couldn't be like that with LeBron? After they went to 4 of them in a row, 1 back to back. You know, after you win back to back, you win 1 more. That'll be that elusive three-peat that everybody be dead riding Jordan about. 1 more championship in Miami, what they would have said. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, they went almost to 3 in a row. They almost did a 3-peat, but they didn't. He only did it with Shaq. So did that take away anything from Kobe?
Right.
Once again, they be nut riding Kobe too. I can't stand it. Kobe, my favorite player of all time. But bruh, to sit there and act like that, because I just saw the one post talking about at 22, LeBron was doing this and that, and Kobe was doing this and that. Yeah. At 22, this is Kobe Bryant's 5th year in the league.
Right.
Remember this dude come out the youngest, 17. His parents had to sign his contract or whatever. But I remember his rookie year when they got put out of the playoffs by Utah when he was shooting all the air balls. So if you're trying to put the comparison about young Kobe being the killer and doing this and that versus LeBron not being on that level, that was a bad narrative because young Kobe Bryant was shooting air balls.
Yeah,
and his confidence.
Kobe Bryant had the game where he only scored 8 points.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
and that's what made him come back stronger and be a killer.
Yeah,
I mean, how much stronger? What are you expecting out of LeBron? In his 4th year, he take a team that's starting Boobie Gibson and Anderson Varejao to the finals. Man, come on now. He didn't when he didn't have a super team, he was still taking them there. But in order to get over the hump, he needs some help. Who didn't win a championship without having no help, man? Jordan didn't do anything without Pippen. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then they try to make that comparison. Pippen didn't win nothing without Jordan, and vice versa. Right. Pippen did way better by himself without Jordan. Jordan before Pippen got their loser. After Pippen done and they had a little partnership and Jordan go to the Wizards, he's stinking up the gym. He ain't doing nothing. Yeah. Scottie Pippen went to Western Conference Finals. Remember the crossover in the line from Shaq to from Kobe to Shaq? That was against Scottie Pippen and the Portland Trail Blazers. Right. So he done some things. That year when Jordan set out, even when he did point at the tennis shoe and told them to come back, they still won 55 games that year. He was in the running for the MVP. Remember with the 9-layer gators on or whatever he had on? Yeah. Went out there dog walking everybody at the All-Star game. That's Scottie Pippen. Yeah. Scottie Pippen, the real deal, man. They be hating, you know, like I said, Chicago Bulls, not Chicago Michael Jordans, not Chicago. No, Scottie Pippen. NBA top 50. This dude got to get some credit. Yeah. And then they try to act like, oh, well, that's what LeBron do. Team up with people and this and that. Come on, man. You can't keep talking out of both sides of your neck. Okay, after the run was over, he did with the Miami, and when they went and they were still winning, they lost the first one. They started winning again. They went back to back. After they went to that 4th one and they lost or whatever, and they did it 4 times, they won back to back. Them cats was satisfied. Right. It wasn't no big deal. He was trying to make good on his promise, man. He seen how it broke little kids' heart when he went to other teams. They told him that the decision wasn't right. They crucified him, chastised him, whatever you want to call it, for doing it. So he like, okay, y'all right. That's the one time I seen LeBron. That's why he cried. In Cleveland, this is for you. He sucked it all up and tried to humble himself. Like, okay, yeah, it's bigger than me. You know, sometimes, you know, you got to do right by the fans. They're the ones that, you know, pay my bills, that, you know, putting people in these seats or whatever. All that good stuff. So he decided to go back. So then you got people that want to talk to stuff. Oh, well, he said he was gonna go 5. Man, they went 4 times in a row and they won back to back. Damn, what you want?
Yeah.
He can't be in 2 places. So now I'm gonna make my fans at Cleveland, my hometown, that stuck with me. Akron, small boy. I put them on the map. It meant everything to them. Okay. So after y'all diss me, disown me, burn my jersey and all this bull crap, I'm still gonna go back. You hear me?
Right.
And not only do I go back, I take a team that hadn't won a championship in over 50 something years to the finals.
Yeah.
And I had a tall task to do it. I beat the Golden State Warriors, who had a better record than the person y'all nut ride 24/7, Mr. Michael Jordan. Only 10 losses, greatest record ever, 72-10. Yeah, to Stephen, Golden State broke their record.
Right.
73-9. So LeBron comes back on that team down 3-1. You got all the haters talking all that bull crap. Oh, it's because Draymond Green got suspended. Well, then Draymond Green needs to be the highest paid player on that team. If you getting suspended 1 game could make your team lose 3 games, you's a bad mother effer. and Draymond Green should be the highest paid player on the Golden State
Draymond
Warriors.
Green, the GOAT.
The GOAT. Bruh, Draymond sitting out 1 game did not make you lose 3 games in a row.
Nah.
And 2 of them on your own home turf. They celebrated in Golden State.
Yeah.
LeBron got to let the whole state of California know that Cleveland, this is for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On their floor, man. Come on, man. This team that's supposed to be all the way better. Then they try to act like Kyrie saved them. No, it would be more like LeBron saved Kyrie, because Kyrie was already there by himself, right? What did Kyrie do by himself before LeBron got there?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Absolutely nothing. So anybody that got that to say, no good. It had nothing to do with Kyrie Irving. And once again, if it's about that 3-point shot, if 1 3-point shot won 4 games, and the reason why they held up that trophy, then Kyrie Irving should have been Finals MVP, and he's definitely the GOAT.
Yep.
So that's a whole bunch of bull crap too, man. No. LeBron had help, but he definitely played his butt off and did his thing. He came up with big time blocks. The Iguodala and everything else.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody carried nobody that put up 40 points. And then would everybody want to act like Kyrie is a generational talent? Then if he should be mentioned on that level, then when he on that stage, he should perform. I don't think that he's one of my favorite players too, but doing his thing with the type of love he get and the way people respect Kyrie Irving game, he don't get no pat on the back to me for showing up and doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he's supposed to show up and show out.
Yeah, no doubt. But man, I think Stephen A, man, he just won't let it go. I think he done tried to take it to the streets now that he done got embarrassed. Ain't nobody checking me, and you ain't moving nothing over here, man. To the point where if I was ESPN, I know you got your own rights, your own podcast, and this and that, man. But it's honestly getting corny. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's making you get out of pocket. Then you got to try to curse and do all that other stuff on your own podcast. It's not in line with what we doing.
Right.
To me,
ain't on brand.
No, it ain't. To do that to me is no different than American Airline flight attendant or whoever they call it on the video twerking. What they got to do with your job and work? You can't just do everything. The school teacher shouldn't have an OnlyFans page. You shouldn't be still talking about this situation, cussing, getting tough, and trying to take it to the streets. Everybody watch you every day on First Take and look at you as a reputable reporter.
Right.
But when you got to do all that stuff, man, with the personal hate, trying to take it to the streets, get all extra tough, and not leaving it alone, man, it make me think that you might not be on the level that you saying that you are. And I want you to be there because I like Stephen A. I think he gives a good point of view. The whole shenanigans and all that come with him, it don't bother me because everybody has their own brand and identity, and that's part of his brand and his identity. I don't really take him too serious. That's why when he start getting extra huffy and tough, I can't really take him that serious.
Nah.
Because the getting loud, the extra energy, emotion, the shenanigans, all of that is just part of what makes him Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, he's gonna swing on somebody.
I don't really think that you
and all that.
I don't really think so. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. You speak like you smart. And if you are as smart as you claim to be, then you definitely know that your little Bucko 5 ass don't want to throw no hands with LeBron James, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, and take the high road. You got plenty of years. Well, yeah, you 50-some years old, so you got at least 10 years, I know. So be the big brother, be the bigger man. Like you say, he got your number, you got his number. If you want to make peace out of it, you'll do that. If not, you'll continue to, take advantage of
fire
it,
and all of that.
talk a whole bunch of ish and all that other stuff, man. But I'm ready to move on with it, man. It just played out in this trash to me, and we're gonna show up for other people's perspective on it, so they don't think it's just us,
Right.
Because since you do a show saying that you one of the people that don't hate LeBron, then a lot of people start hating you,
right,
or hating on you.
Yeah.
But this next video that we got queued up, man, it's gonna be Patrick Beverley's take, and Patrick Beverley been known to be a real ninja. Got a reputation for being a tough guy, born and raised in old Chicago, Chi-Town. Right. So, regardless of what people might say on record, a lot of people do respect Patrick Beverley's opinion. Yeah. So we're going to roll Patrick Beverley.
I go, let me know if you want me to respond about that Stephen A. Smith shit. Buddy was out of line, keep being great, always love gang. Say less gang, blank, 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 he is, love gang. I understand both sides. Anybody who's played in the NBA and has the type of star power that it's only one, LeBron James had, right? It's gonna be criticism with everything. So obviously the criticism comes with the obvious. Right? Is Bronny James in the NBA because of his dad? I don't think so. I feel like I've been watching the kid since he was a toddler. Boy can hoop. It's proven he can hoop. He's doing it in the league under him.
There's a higher likelihood that he'll be successful in the NBA because his dad was in the NBA, and that's statistical.
White parent owns company, gets old, gives kid company. Kid runs it. Kid does well. Kid doesn't do well, but kid runs it. To be arguably the best player to ever touch a ball and to have your son playing the NBA is the ultimate dream as a black man. You can criticize, right? You can be a media figure and you can criticize and you can not like it and you can have your own opinion. Everyone's entitled to that. But to understand your platform and sometimes take it a bit too far because of who my dad is, I don't think that's fair, right? Criticize me, right? Criticize the shit out of me. I'm not shooting the ball well. My percentages are low. The worst percentage in the NBA at a time. This is that. Criticize me. But don't make it your show.
It makes me think that it's really affecting Bronny's mental health. If it wasn't affecting his mental health at all, if he was just like, Dad, I got this. Don't even worry about it. I don't think that LeBron would have done something.
We don't know.
If I was Bronny and I was really sure of myself, I wouldn't want my dad to be going to bat for me. I'd be like, I'm my own man.
That's not true. Your dad goes to bat for you right now.
But I'm saying if my dad walked into the Barstool office and was like, bro, which one of you guys are bullying my son? I'd be like, Dad, come on. Let me show that I have the agency to defend myself.
But if your dad was Dave Portnoy, it would be different. Bronny's not ready to fight those battles yet. Let him play. That's the battle he has to fight. The battle he has to fight right now is competition in basketball. He shouldn't be fighting media because none of his peers are fighting media, right?
The top two picks in the draft should be fighting media.
Right.
But they're not.
They're not.
Sarr and Rizarche.
Stinking it up. Ain't nobody talking about them. The only people we talking about right now is Bronny.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I had a couple of issues with that video, man, in that clip. Mm-hmm. I didn't catch the guy's name that was talking with Beverly, man, but I feel like he was totally wrong when he say that it's affecting Bronny's mental health because if it wasn't, he would say, Dad, I got this, and try to defend himself. Mm-hmm. I'm with Patrick Beverley on that, man. Only job he got is to continue to be a kid, work his butt off like he been doing, and prove to everybody that he definitely deserves to be there.
Right.
I'm with him. He said he been watching this dude for a long time. I've been convinced that he could ball 6'1", 6'2", jumping out the gym, some of those dunks that I seen and stuff like that. Yeah. You have to have some athletic ability to do it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm with him on that tip, man, as far as what Bronny doing, just let your play speak for itself. Mm-hmm. Now, all of that about it affecting his mental health, man, like I said, now that he's been balling out, he's been a player of the game, so I've heard a lot more of Bronny lately than I've heard at any time. Right. Because they're getting to interview him for being the top player of those games a lot of times. And he's very humble. Like I said, I liked a couple of his responses. He he ain't really trying to, people think that why you don't want to rub it in their face and yeah, I'm out here balling, and flexing on them. And he like, nah, I'm just happy to be able to let my play prove that I deserve to be here and that I earned this spot. I don't think that it's messing with his mental at all, because a young kid that's inexperienced, that haven't matured yet, they would definitely use social media and all kind of different platforms to clap back and be saying all kind of stuff, man. You know, you can't hide stuff. Why you think all of these videos be surfacing all the time with all these people making all these old crazy comments and saying all this old stuff? You hear me? Right. Because you can't hide nothing, and somebody always taping, got their phone rolling and all of that. You ain't seen no videos surfacing of this dude getting out of pocket, clapping back or saying nothing, because that's not where he's at. Right. His own dad, like, man, he's been the best kid, man. He plays his little video games. He does this, he does that. You hear me? I think that young man is way more, you know, well-rounded than people ever give him credit for. Yeah. And I think in a couple of years, they really gonna see what type of young man he is. I think he's a good guy, good kid, everything. I think he gonna work his butt off. He's doing the right thing by not saying anything on that situation. Right, not even feeding into it. And then, you know, like Patrick Beverly saying, dude, you lying. Your dad, I done seen your dad defend you, man. Right. We parents, we say it all the time, man. It ain't a father out here unless he just a poor father and ain't a part of his kid's life. If he right there and you trying to bomb on my kid, said something in the past 5 years ago, 5 minutes, when I get a chance to step to you and say something, I'm gonna say something. Now, what level of aggression that I bring to you when I say something, who knows? But I'm definitely gonna, if I have a chance to ask you to, you know, knock it off a little bit and cut my kids some slack, something that's gonna make life a little bit easier for them. That's your job as a parent. You hear me? Yeah. What if it really was affecting him mentally, and this dude decided to go jump off a bridge and off himself? And I'm just relatively speaking, you know, don't get it twisted. Come on, y'all. But yeah, man, what if it really was affecting him and all this and that? But it's not, you know. So I'm glad that he's mature enough to or his father or whoever that's advising him has told him to stay hush and just let your play speak for itself. And that's what he's been doing. Because you also had people like Ari Spears, you know, Angel Reese, it's garbage. Mr. always got an opinion on everything. I don't like dude, because I be thinking like he's an opportunist, you know. And I already said, man, with everything that's going on, we got to level the playing field by sticking together. So I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do have an opinion on a lot of stuff and want to be vocal about it, man. But at the point of damaging our race and bringing my people down and cracking that whip on us and setting us back anymore, some of those comments, you just need to keep them to yourself. Right. You know, locker room talk. If you saying it on social media in the world hearing it, then it ain't locker room talk. If it's locker room talk, keep that bullshit in the locker room. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But Ari Spears was like he brought up a game where he said early in LeBron's career, and I remember this game when some fans or something was heckling him, and he ran up in the stands and ended up kind of getting into an altercation with some of the people in the stands, and his mom jumped up, you know, and started defending her son. And LeBron was like, sit your ass down, and everybody got all mad. And even my mom was watching that game back in the day with me, and she even understood like what his 19, 20 or whatever he was at the time is different. Yeah. When you paying all the bills, you got a target on your back, you catching planes, you traveling all over the world. You ain't as little of a kid as people try to play you like you are. Right. You hear me? You doing grown people thing. So, you know, he didn't have no and real people, real moms and this and that, you know. And I love the fact that my mom even admitted that she would give me that type of range and authority just because of the way that I carry myself. And she honestly even told me that, you know, she wouldn't have any problem with me saying that because she know what I'm doing is trying to protect her just as much as she trying to protect me. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like she got to look out for you as being her son, you going to look out because that's your mom. Yeah, because that's your mom. The same way. So, you know, you can't fault a mother. And I got checked a long time ago, you know, when I start getting older and be like, hold on, mom, come on, chill out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no little boy no more, this and that. I don't give a damn if you 80. As long as I'm breathing and after I'm breathing, I'm going to always be your mother and you're going to always be my son. Right. So that just come with it, man. It don't matter how tough he is, how big he was. Don't matter what he ate for breakfast. If his mom is there and somebody is messing with her kid, because even if he's 100, that's still one of her kids. She gave him life, put him on this earth. So she's gonna always feel like it's her duty to make sure he's okay, right? Protect him, everything else. So I didn't, you know, I didn't see anything wrong with what she did with being a mother, and I didn't see anything wrong with him, what he did as being a son. And all of that. Well, Bronny should tell his dad. No. For one, when you got respect for your parent as adult, because they are an adult. And yes, you do have your own life, but you are part of them. They gave you life. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I say? When you young, man, you just part of you that stain that left from relationships and how your parents was kicking it.
The stain that remained.
The stain that remained. You still living through them and being that kid who they wanted you to be and enjoying that time as being their kid. When you get older and you start having kids,
all right,
then you enjoy your time as a parent and get to watch people live their life being your kid. Like you got to, live your life being somebody else's kid.
Right.
But yeah, man, all that about he should check his dad. You can't check your dad on that situation. You're gonna tell your dad to stop being your dad.
Right.
Okay, if you want me to stop protecting you as my son, then I won't help you get to the NBA. I won't help you pay no bill. You should have said all of that when you needed a new iPhone.
Right.
And needed a pair of the greatest shoes ever, them new J's. You should have said something then. You hear me?
Right.
But if I could pay your bills, buy you cars, and do this and that, then I could be your parent.
Yeah, period.
That's my job. So no, I didn't think all of that. He should tell his dad you don't tell your dad to stop being your dad. That's the same thing that Stephen A just got checked for. Stop being the dad. Stop encouraging your son to do great things. You know he ain't good enough. I wouldn't give a damn if he scored 1 point.
Right.
That's my son. I want him to be great. Son, keep on pushing. Don't get discouraged. Work hard. Keep fighting. That's what you're supposed to tell your kids. So I ain't messed up about it at all. And then all that airy spirits and all that. Oh, I remember when LeBron told his mama to sit down, and that's what Bronny should have did in this net. Okay, first of all, Mr. Airy Spirit, super smart garbage that know everything, every damn thing. How can he do anything if he wasn't there? It was only it was a situation when LeBron approached Stephen A at the game.
Right.
Bronny was not there. So what he could have, should have, and would have done and all of that, that's irrelevant because he was not there.
Yeah.
Then all of that stuff about how it was handled when LeBron James' mama or whoever there, Savannah is Bronny's mother, and she wasn't there.
Yeah.
So all of that about what your mama should have did and all of that, his mama wasn't there and Bronny wasn't there. LeBron was there, and he acted as a father. Leave my damn son alone. It was okay with me. You're supposed to respect that as a man. I wasn't trying to down him as on a personal level. I was speaking on basketball. But if you feel like I disrespected your son in a way other than basketball, as a reporter, I apologize. Hope that from this point on, me doing my job does not offend you. I'm gonna speak on Bronny on basketball. There's nothing personal with us, and I respect what you said, LeBron. You are his dad or whatever. Once again, if I did anything to disrespect your son outside of basketball, I apologize for that, but anything that's basketball related, I'm just doing my job, and I'll continue to do my job.
Right.
But when you start talking about putting on the boxing gloves, getting all extra tough, shadow boxing,
throw some hands,
and all this and that, come on, man. Yeah. You sound like a straight bitch, and I'm sorry. I used to have a lot of respect for my dude, and this next video we gonna show is gonna be RG3, man, because he made a great point talking about people like Rob Parker and all the people that have jumped on the hate bandwagon, man. Social media is full of trolls and puppets, man, and there's people out here that take every word that you say, literally sit on everything you say. So you got to be careful sometimes of what you say. RG3 said when Rob Parker started challenging or not whether he was really black or what they say, challenging his black card and putting his blackness and black card in the I don't even know what the word is. In the question, his blackness in the question.
Your blackness.
He said that really damaged him, and he said for 13 or more years now he's had to wear that tag and that jacket. You hear me? And he said it was never anything that he said or anything that he did that would make Rob Parker even come at him like that. He said it was because of his personal feelings, because RG3 at the time was dating or married to a white woman.
Right.
You hear me? So you definitely couldn't be down for your people, and all this and that.
He done hit him with the Dr. Umar, huh?
Right. He done called a man a Republican when he said he was not. He never gave his political point of view or perspective on anything, never identified with any party or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Say it's just all personal feelings. I remember hearing the interview with with Rick Barry going back and forth and arguing with Ron Parker when he was hating on LeBron and talking about things like him passing instead of taking the last shot. And Rick Barry like, man, do you understand the game of basketball? There's not a such thing as making the wrong play or vice versa, however you want to call it. You like, if it's the right play, it's the right play, period. You know. But just because you want to have some stupid GOAT debate, Michael Jordan would have took this shot, Kobe would have did this and that. They killed me with the Kobe nut riding, man. Yeah. Like I said, that's my favorite player. But I do remember games when stuff wasn't going his way. He set out whole third and fourth quarters against Phoenix, other teams. I remember when they was talking about how arrogant he was, ball hogging. Yeah. He don't pass, he shoot too much. Come on, man. I appreciate my dude getting his flowers because he ain't here no more. And you know, you got to give him some kind of way. I hate he had to go out like that for people to start recognizing his talent, his passion, his game, you know, the Mamba mentality. Same like they try to do Russell Westbrook until they understood his level of fire and passion. He was the same one. You hear me? He was the reason why OKC couldn't do their thing, you know, because he didn't want to take a backseat to Durant. He want to shoot. He want to be that guy. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? But they killed me with the nut riding like none of these people ever made mistakes. I even had a video that showed where Muggsy Bogues used to take the challenge of Michael Jordan. If you could nut ride and jump for joy talking about what 5'5" or 5'8" JJ Barea and lock down LeBron, then ain't that the same thing? If little 5'3" Muggsy Bogues is locking down 6'6" Michael Jordan, the golden greatest of all time. But what that'll be AI or fake news if we start rolling those clips. We got just as many clips of Michael Jordan flopping. They like, you know why people do that? It's to exaggerate the call and try to make sure it goes more your way. You know, the Jason Tatum, well, he didn't hit LeBron. I'm like, man, get the F out of here, bro. That video edited like a mug. They show all reaction. Jason Tatum is past him by the time they start showing that video. Show when he caught him up in the mouth. I was like, and then if you look down on the floor, you can see some blood. I say, okay, I know.
He bit the ketchup packet.
Pro wrestler, huh? Right. He bust the ketchup pack on his head and all this and that. Yeah, whatever, man. So all that just saying stuff and hopping on that hate bandwagon, man, it could really damage people and damage their career. And for us to do it to our own people, man, I think that's why people look down on the Rob Parkers and Jason Whitlock and those people that do that, because you look like opportunists. Find you some good material other than hating on LeBron and his family to talk about. It's like, if you can't do that, you're not relevant. Rob Parker not with ESPN no more. Jason Whitlock, none of them. You know what I'm saying?
You know, honestly, I had to ask you who Rob Parker was. Like, other than hating on somebody, I don't know none of the journalist work that he did. You know, the only reason that dude name come up is because he hated on LeBron, and now I know that he hated on RG3.
Well, when my visions of Rob Parker be a dude with an old kitchen type cut with salt and pepper, gray hair in his head, with an old blazer or vest on, usually with no tie on, looking like he was like 5 years removed from being on Sanford and Son or something like that. One of the characters off of there. Dude look extremely old. He looked boring, and he looked very out of place. I don't know. To me, and man, I mean, I know when I hear hate, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I really can't stand about them, because it's different when you just doing your job and all that. But certain people out here, man, you can't tell me that they don't have a little bit of that LeBron hate, you know, and quick to snatch up them narratives, you know, oh, he flopping, he doing this, he team hopping, man. Like I said, bruh, he been on the Lakers for so long that he was there. I remember when he did the whole tribute to Kobe. I remember when they had to beep him out because he was cussing and all type of stuff, man. He kept it so real and raw. You hear me?
Yeah.
I remember when at almost 40, he did the reverse windmill dunk, like to tribute to Kobe in the game and all this, man. Everybody remember that night. He was like, man, it's always about me. I ain't finna do nothing to try to overshadow this man moment. He stayed in the back, but you had people like Stephen A. Smith tell a bold-faced lie to go on national TV and be like, and LeBron wasn't even at his memorial service. Then you had all kind of people checking him like, bro. Then he once again looked stupid because he had to eat some booty. And I admit when I'm wrong. Right. Yesterday I said LeBron wasn't at... So... muffin mouth, goofy looking man, dude just full of it. Yeah, so now we're gonna roll RG3, just making a point about, man, how we got to look out for each other better than that, man. You got to understand that platform and playing field with social media, man. When you just put little bullcrap narratives out there and people snatch on, you know, when you do that, people like Bronny, kids, and all type of people have to deal with all of that old bad rhetoric and false narratives that you put out there. So y'all be a little bit more careful. This RG3 roll.
Years ago, Stephen A., on First Take, there was a conversation that happened on the show involving Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
Yes, sir.
You know exactly what conversation I'm talking about.
I know exactly what it was.
Rob Parker talked about, was I a brother? Was I a real brother? Was I really down for the cause? And you know what his point was about why he asked that question? It had nothing to do with sports. It had nothing to do with my performance on the field. It was because my fiance was white. It was because he thought I was a Republican. He made First Take in that moment a political forum for personal attacks and political conversations. Stephen A., that single conversation has followed me for 13 years of my professional career as an athlete and also in the media. When people in the black community don't agree with me, what do? They start posting Rob Parker memes. You can't find a single instance of someone questioning my blackness before that conversation happened on First Take. Stephen A., that's why I feel sports shows on television should be about sports and not made political. Sports and politics always intertwine. What you said about Jackie Robinson wasn't making the show political. That's what you're supposed to talk about. But then removing it and turning it into a presidential campaign, or I want to debate these guys on this or that, to me was emblematic or representative of what I went through with Rob Parker. That stuff sticks. It's why, in my opinion, LeBron James is mad at you for questioning him as a father.
I feel my man's because regardless of if they ever admit it, man, it been too many times where they try to use sports to make political statements. We can go all the way back.
Talk about it all the time.
Go ahead, brother.
Like with this whole LeBron GOAT debate thing where they talk about how am I being racist because we talking about
two black men.
people.
Yeah. That's a whole smear tactic, and that's what I tried to get some of my old co-workers, even when I did the interview with Casmo and other people, to understand that we could debate, have fun with it all day, but don't let it turn personal. Like I said, some people done got to the point where they done threw hands, people done got shot over it. You hear me? And it ain't even that type of party. I was like, recognize what it is. It was created for us to be divided and be at each other's throat. You hear me?
Yeah.
And making it about two black men is their sneaky way. They think by saying that eliminate the race card being used.
Right.
When they throwing all that unnecessary hate. You seen Brian Windhurst, and a lot of people be like, boy, he get a lot of love from these Filipinos. They might get mad when you say that, but it is what it is. You hear me?
Right.
So yeah, man, they do it all the time, try to mix the sports and the politics. Back when 9/11 and all of that was going on, it was everything with the patriotism and red, white, and blue. Everybody like, look at the Patriots won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Soon as Hurricane Katrina go down, everybody like, it's so ironic that the Saints winning. You hear me? And stuff like that. They mix politics with it all the time. Let's get back to playing good and playing sports, because that make people forget about this stuff and this and that. I understood that, bro. That's why when we did that, how do we make America great? I put the part in there. How about them Cowboys? Because it's like that underlying rule, bro. If the Celtics good, the Knicks, the Cowboys, and people like that, then America is doing just fine.
Right.
If the
iconic,
how about them
things.
Yankees? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It matters so much. But they've been doing it since the beginning of time. That whole Colin Kaepernick thing, get that son of a bitch out the field, this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago when you were saying that you wasn't even watching the NFL because you like, man, it looked like the Cowboys or somebody time.
Yeah.
The Commanders and all them. You hear me?
Right.
Like it started being so rigged, and now that they're betting on everything, you can't really tell.
Can't
but
trust nothing.
yeah, they always been doing that, man. Soon as people that don't look like us was ready to condemn somebody, like we was ready to fight with them over the elections and saying that it was stolen. We was looking for any reason. And when the situation happened with Kaepernick and we was already divided, it was look over all the real that it was about police brutality. We know from the George Floyd situation and all of this stuff, Ferguson, that it was going on. But when Kaepernick spoke on it, they try to act like this dude was just
he's so out of line.
Yeah, just pulling something out the air, and he's kneeling on the flag and all of that. So he used that too and run with get that son of a bitch. All of that we were just divided, and dude just ran with it. You heard me?
Yeah.
I heard Luke Beasley or somebody in one of those videos the other day, like, man, he could in a lot of stuff just no. Matter of fact, they were speaking on Elon Musk with the Nazi salute. It was Chuck Schumer, by the way, on Stephen Colbert. And look, we done put the politics in there, but sometimes, like I said, man, it's real life and you can't avoid it. It's just part of every day. You hear me? But Chuck Schumer was just talking about we're gonna have to edit that out. What I say?
Rolling.
Yeah. Like I said, Chuck Schumer, he was saying on Stephen Colbert, because you had people that they was at odds about it. You had people that were saying that it meant this and it meant that it was a Nazi salute, and then you got people that say it wasn't. You hear me?
Yeah.
But he was like, it's Elon Musk's responsibility to shut that down and say, I would never do that. If I made that gesture, rubbed you the wrong way, and I was saying the same thing with Trump. If you know that that what you say rail people up like that, then you should use that same energy to bring people back down. But we ain't here to talk about politics, but yeah, I do feel RG3, man. Sometimes they take and mix the two, so you can't just be putting stuff out there. And like I said, I seen it used against Kaepernick in the wrong way. They look way past. It was no different than with all this dictatorship and killing these good relationships and the terrorists and all that. Long as dudes say eggs was gonna be cheaper, gas and everything you want to hear, and that's exactly what happened to Kaepernick. It wasn't about police brutality. It ain't this and that. When somebody who had a whole nother agenda say, well, he's doing it against the flag and he's not being American. It's the same thing, man. You did that dude RG3 the same way because he had a white woman. Now, is he all for the brothers? Is he this and that? What has this dude done to make you feel like that he's against his race?
Right.
But once again, we look for anything. We divided, man, and let that be the reason. So when people put those false narratives out there, oh, he a bad parent, he on steroids, it's just so many of them. You know what I'm saying? That really, you shouldn't do that because
he's a team hopper.
He's all this and that, man. This dude been on that team for 7 years now. They won a championship 5 years ago. So when it don't go his way and he start losing, then he would have been on hot teams, right? Man, this dude been there for a nice little bit of time. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the situation about Cleveland, this is the team that originally drafted him.
Right.
Yeah, I had a fit when he left, so he went back, and you still unhappy.
Yeah,
it's nothing that the dude can do.
A championship
and gave them a chance. It's nothing he can do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they know how good that whole way. That's why people get mad when you bring up the 3-1. They talk out of both sides of their neck. Well, Jordan was 6-0. I love the post that I seen. I'm gonna start doing that on here. We're gonna do stupidest LeBron post we seen today or all week. Guy like stop acting like Jordan never lost, man. He like. If he's so great in that, he never lost. He said the dude played 15 years. He only got 6 rings. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
He's lost before.
Several times. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he was so great, he played 15 years, he should have 15 rings.
Yeah.
Saying like I seen some dumb shit. Why Michael Jordan had 3,000 points in one season. If LeBron was this and that, why wouldn't he? Then I seen somebody comment like we said, he don't need scoring titles. He is the scoring title.
Right.
So my clap back and my response to it is, oh, why didn't LeBron score 3,000 points in the season? Same reason that Michael Jordan never led the league in assists.
Right.
For that reason, because he just didn't. You hear me?
Yeah.
If he's the greatest scorer and all this, remember they got mad when I put that post up. So he can't score more than 81 than Kobe?
Right.
He's the best scorer. Why does Will Chamberlain have a record for 100 in the game? It should be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He's the greatest scorer.
It should be Michael Jordan.
He got 10 scoring titles. LeBron done got none. Okay, Will Chamberlain scored 100 in the game and Jordan didn't.
Right.
What's the difference? We not hating on Jordan right now. We hating on LeBron. Because everybody hate LeBron. No, the hell they don't.
Right.
Some people love basketball. And if you like basketball, you like LeBron.
Right.
Yeah, but arenas. Check that out, y'all. But moving on. I always hear this conversation, man, about LeBron robbed Carmelo of the Rookie of the Year. I don't agree with that. What's your take on it?
I don't believe so at all.
I don't either, man, because their numbers wasn't that far off. And then
Mm-hmm.
LeBron had took like a 13-win team to like 30 or 40 wins.
That's what sealed the deal to me.
I thought that Carmelo should have been the number 2 pick over Darko.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that means he was either going to the Detroit Pistons or the Denver Nuggets. It wouldn't have been even close if Detroit would have drafted Carmelo Anthony. Because like I said, he wasn't finna put up 20-something a game with no Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
People that was there before him. And these are future Hall of Famers, you know?
Yeah.
They be killing me with that, man. If LeBron was to go, he wouldn't have did this back in 1985.
Yeah.
He wasn't the GOAT then. He was only a couple of years into the league.
Right.
Michael Jordan won the GOAT in 91. That was his first time going to the finals.
Yeah.
People knew he had the potential to be that great, but he wasn't the Kobe
He
Bryant.
wasn't. He was just
Nobody
a
was
player.
talking about him being the GOAT when he was out there shooting air balls as a rookie.
Right.
But that's the type of stuff that Bronny and other people got to deal with.
Yeah.
You ain't as good as your daddy. You ain't the GOAT. No, because he's
You'll never be
19
the
and supposed to be a
GOAT.
sophomore in college.
Yeah.
You know, and then his dad had to get him drafted and all this and that.
Mhm.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Sure.
LeBron got enough pull and he good enough that somebody wearing his name. You hear me?
Mhm.
I guarantee if you walk up in any gym and they got a chance to give you a trial to spot and you say your name is Michael Jordan Jr.,
Uh-huh.
somebody is going to work you out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't give a damn who drafted him or whatever. He was going to get a chance and get a trial. You know why? Because he's LeBron James Jr.
Yeah.
Period. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think that Carmelo was robbed for the Rookie of the Year, man,
Nah.
because he didn't have the whole weight of the league on him.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, chosen one, $50,000 Hummer, $90 million Nike contract. Yeah, okay, but at the same time, Carmelo Anthony was one of the first freshmen
Mhm.
to take a team. His one and done was before name, image, and likeness. After he took Syracuse all the way there, you pretty much knew he was done.
Right.
What else did he need to do? Averaging 20-something and 10. Carmelo was a beast mode at Syracuse. He was a whole new animal. You hear me? I thought he was going to be one of the all-time great, and he is, you know, but I thought he was going to be even better than what he was.
Thought he gonna have an even better career.
Yeah. I mean, but no, he didn't have the whole weight of the league on him. He didn't go to no bad team because Detroit was decent, Denver was decent, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And honestly, you know, he should have been the second pick over Darko. So did why they don't use that narrative that he should have went second? Because you know, LeBron got 4 rings, Kobe got 5. So one spot means a whole lot. that meant that Carmelo went third and he should have been second.
Right.
So yeah, did Detroit rob him when they didn't take him? I don't know, but nah, he didn't get robbed, man. That was a toss up. I could have been cool with being Rookie of the Year or either one getting it, but I definitely think with all the weight that was put on him, making the
can't take
team
it
that
from
much
LeBron.
better, nah, it couldn't be taken from LeBron. That's some little old hater shit. But
Right.
speaking of Rob, you know, we got videos showing where LeBron was speaking on when he thought that he should have a Defensive Player of the Year award. And I agree, man.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be all that narrative that Michael Jordan had won in those years about him being the best player on offense and defense. Look at all the chase down blocks and videos of we showing LeBron playing
Yeah.
excellent defense.
Yeah.
LeBron can play defense. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I feel like he was more robbed out of his Defensive Player of the Year award that year than Melo being robbed out of Rookie of the Year.
Mhm.
Because that year, that award went to Mark Gasol. You hear me?
Mark Gasol.
And Mark Gasol, the funny part about it, bro, he did not make first, second, or third team all defense that year.
Yeah.
How the hell is you the Defensive Player of the Year and you don't even make the first, second, or third team?
Mark Gasol.
Mark Gasol, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, if that ain't politics, you hear me?
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? What you say about LeBron could win the MVP every year? You say they got
They got LeBron fatigue.
they got LeBron fatigue.
Yeah.
Just got tired of him winning everything and them calling the name.
Mhm.
But I wish they would take that mentality now, because like I said, they ain't get tired of the Joker winning it 3 years in a row.
Yeah, you know that happens when a person like LeBron take all the weight and all the scrutiny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He take all the venom, so then the little person on the white horse can ride up and be their savior. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Look, but that's what killed me though. Three MVPs in a row, but only one ring.
mhm.
If that was LeBron, he'd be a loser, right?
yeah.
he ain't got no championships. He ain't got this.
Oh, you
and that.
just step at.
killing me, man. All about rings until you start talking about Russell 11. Then that ain't what it's about.
Right.
You hear me? Because Jordan's 6-0. Okay, well, Orby 7-0, but he ain't the reason. Why? Because he didn't score all the points. You better check some of them tapes. Orby hit some big ass shots too.
Oh yeah, big shot, Bob. That's
But
That's how he got the name.
but when they tapped that ball out and Orby hit that three, remember that didn't save Kobe and Shaq. You hear me?
Yeah.
But when Kyrie hit a three, it saved LeBron's whole career.
Yeah.
Robert Orby hit a big three, it didn't save Kobe and Shaq. You hear me?
Because Kobe was gonna hit the shot, and when he missed it, Kobe was waiting right there to dunk it back in. Yeah.
Or Shaq or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or what that would have been them. Oh no, because they still would have had what Kobe won 5 rings, so he still would have had 4. Or Shaq won 4 rings, so he still would have had 3. Yeah, LeBron got 4 rings too. So even if Kyrie Irving didn't hit a shot, LeBron would still have 3 rings. Oh my bad. Oh, but Ray Allen saved them too. So if Ray Allen didn't hit a shot, he would still have 2 rings. Boy. I was like, so who got robbed for real, man? LeBron got robbed for Defensive Player of the Year.
I think so. Yeah.
And before we get up out of here, man, I'm just honestly, man, just tired of the whole GOAT debate. I'm tired of the back and forth with Stephen A. Smith. Like I said, man, if they never play each other, how would you know? Ifs and shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all this. Because I had somebody that said if Jordan would have played in today's era and all this and that and how soft it is, he'd have 15 rings and this and that. And I'm sitting there like, who's to say? I said Michael Jordan played in the era where he just benefited from being extremely better than these people. His game was something new. So until you get hip to some stuff, it is the best thing on. Empire was the best show until the Power came out.
Right. Yeah.
You hear me? He was the best thing going. But yeah, you have people that he would have won 15 rings if he played in this era. And I'm like, man, who's to say what era was the toughest? I was like, this era that LeBron has played in, man, got people that are arguably top 10 on a lot of people's list. You hear me?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is top 10 on a lot of people's list. You just seen videos of the argument who the greatest point guard, Steph or Magic.
Right.
Back-to-back MVP, Steph, unanimous MVP. Giannis, you hear me? Mr. would score 250 points a game back in the day.
Right.
Joker, 3 MVPs in a row. Man, you gonna tell me that these people don't have a stronger basketball legacy than Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing,
right,
Charles Barkley, John Stockton, Karl Malone, people that ain't never won nothing. I know because they played against the great Michael Jordan.
And bowed down, in my humble opinion.
No bull crap. Tell it to Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, these people that won 7 rings while Jordan played, beat them.
Yeah.
And everything else. So he can't be beat, man. I don't want to hear all that bull crap. He could have won. I said, man, LeBron has played against all-time greats. So if he played in that South Plummer era, then he would have 22 rings.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
If Jordan would have 15.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man. And then a person had the nerve to comment on it, man, and put fact up there. I was like, how can something that never happened before be fact?
Right. Yeah.
If it never happened, then it's just speculation.
Fiction.
Yeah, it's just somebody's narrative that you choose to run with. You hear me?
I guess it ain't as cool. It don't sound right if you speculation.
Yeah, okay. And just because she a woman and they want to allow her to play with the men, if Caitlin Clark was to be able to play with men in the NBA, she would be the GOAT. Anybody could come with an old bull crap her, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't make it true, but it is what it is. But this is for all y'all haters, man. We gonna kill it. We gonna give y'all away and all of that, you know. Just like Donald Trump. No need to get testy with nobody. Y'all win. F LeBron, Michael Jordan. We calling it right now. Hands down the GOAT. I'm saying it on my show. We on record. LeBron is not the GOAT. It is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Okay, y'all heard us say it. So now let's see if the hate on LeBron gonna stop. Okay, he ain't the GOAT. Michael Jordan the GOAT.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait till he retire. You a damn lie. You won't have nothing to profit off of and nobody to talk about. But yeah, y'all win. We gonna play it like that from this point on. Hey, help me with that, bro. We gonna every chance we get, have some extra time. We gonna make some type of LeBron post. We gonna post it talking about how much garbage he is and Michael Jordan needs to go. And we gonna see if people still continue to hate on him. How many times somebody gonna have to say it? Yeah, I've been saying it. He not the go. We said it 1,000,000 times,
Right?
And we done saying it.
Yeah.
F LeBron. He ain't the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Wow.
And hopefully from this point on, just keep it basketball. Stephen A. Smith. Leave Bronny the hell alone. Just let him hoop and just enjoy greatness. LeBron got 1 or 2 years left, y'all. It's not that bad. You hear me? So to all the haters, let that go, man. It's time to move on. And we moving on. This is episode 10 of Everybody Don't Hate LeBron, and we'll catch y'all on episode 11. Peace.